Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. I'm your hostess Jocelyn, and today we have Think Like a Man. I want to first thank all of you guys for tuning in last week. I know that last week was all over the place. My Body, My Temple, part 2 under construction episode had to be rescheduled due to a lot of unforeseen circumstances that had nothing to do with me. However, I did go live. We did still have a great, amazing show. I want to thank you all who tuned in, who gave your feedback. We did like an Ask Me Anything type of open discussion. So that went well. And it kind of took us back to Talk to Me Tuesday roots, where it was just, me and you guys, no studio, prior to me getting a little Hollywood. So that was fun. And I just want to thank you guys again for tuning in with me each and every week, as you always do. And just be mindful that My Body, My Temple Part 2 under construction will be rescheduled. I do not have the date yet, but as soon as I do, I will let you guys know. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that. So ladies, this show is for you. I am answering your requests. Y'all asked, I answered. I got them in here, man. Y'all think I got all the answers? They got all the answers. So today we gonna think like a man. Man, y'all read the book. Y'all seen the movie. Like, they're here. Get in their business. We need to know. Ladies, I know y'all got so many questions. So this show is for you guys. So I hope that y'all sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Ask all the questions you need to, because I don't want a whole bunch of DMs after, like, well, what about this? What about that? This is your opportunity to ask these fine young men all these questions, okay? So the show is not based on the movie. Let me put that out there, because Steve Harvey is not sponsoring today's situation in no way, shape, or form. But like I said, this is way better. This is going to be way better than the movie, way better than the book. We got real answers from real men, guys. Real men here, tangible. They smell good, they looking good, they shining, and y'all can touch them and ask them questions. So without further ado, get y'all notepads ready. I'm taking notes already. And I don't even need a lot of this information. But y'all do, y'all ask. So here we go. So definitely, like I said, get your notepads ready and get ready to think like a man. So I'm going to allow my guests to introduce themselves, because they need no introduction from me. So I'm going to start with Chip.
What's up, everybody? My name is Slap Rock. I'm a host of a radio show here, the No Filter Show, every Wednesday from 8 to 10. What else you want to know? How old I am?
I mean, how old are you? You married? You single? You available?
I'm in my prime. I'm 34.
Ooh.
Single. One daughter, 10, named Dior.
Shout out to you.
I'm an actor. My one-man show gonna be on Broadway.
All right.
Yeah.
Say that then. So ladies, single, available, first one. Here we go.
My name is Carl. I do a little bit of everything, from city activism, running programs throughout the city. I pastor a church, 2 different cities. A little bit of, like I said, a little bit of everything, man. I just try to stay involved, keep my hands on what's going on, trying to help people, and try to, make a difference in our city. So I'm 30. I'll be 33 in, I don't know, 10 days. I got 3 sons. I'm married.
Unavailable.
Yeah.
I mean, not this, but.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for me.
My name is Karan. I'm a firefighter for the Philadelphia Fire Department. I'm a father of 2. We're both 3 years old. I'm a business owner. I get into, printing on clothing, manufacturing, stuff like that. I also dip and dab in real estate. And that's pretty much it about me.
So y'all see how they so humble? They all seem like good dudes. They're smelling. Ladies, I feel so sorry for you guys. They smell so good. It smells so delicious up in here. So shout out to them. And they're all being really humble, because they all really got some stuff going on. But I like how y'all did that. I like that. So, like I said, y'all see we got flavors. Oh, Brian, you tell us how old you are.
Oh yeah, I'm 28.
Okay, 28. So they all like, in the grown-up age, but we gonna figure out what's a grown-up to a guy. So that was my question. So we gonna get right into it. Because y'all know, listen, y'all have been DMing me, y'all been texting me, y'all been commenting, y'all have so many questions. So I wanna know, and the ladies out here wanna know, guys, and anybody can answer, what do you feel like? I know, Slap, you mentioned that you were in your prime. What is a prime for a man? Like, what is that time frame?
I say
I answer too.
I say like mid-30s.
Okay.
I say prime because like I'm 34. I'll be 35 in May, and I still feel like I'm 25.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't wake up aching or anything like that. So I know after 35, pushing 40, you might wake up with some aches and stuff like that. So that's why I said, I still feel like I still feel young. You know
So
what I
in
mean?
your prime, you mean like physically, like you feel like you still can run ball,
Yeah. I worked out today.
Okay, worked out today.
Right.
I'm in my prime and I didn't work out today.
I'm trying to keep it together. So when I get 40, when I'm at 40, I can feel 35. I don't want to be at 40 and feel 45.
Okay, I can dig it. How about you, Clara?
That's a good question. I feel like, what Slap said, pretty much like 30, between 30 and 40, definitely you hit your prime. You probably learned a lot, experienced a lot. It's probably subjective too, to depending on how you grew up. You came up in the hood, you had to grow up fast, you got involved in a lot of stuff quickly. You probably been doing stuff for a long time.
Right.
You be 15, you probably hit the streets, you've been out there for 10 years. 10 years in the streets, you probably feel like you've been out there for 20 years.
Right.
So you could be 25 and really, feeling like you've experienced a lot. So, but yeah, like anywhere between 30 and 40, I think that's really when you hit your stride and you start preparing for that. Like I'm saying, that stretch between 40 to 50. So how you take care of yourself between 30 and 40, so I'll put him on that, man.
Okay, you're right.
Now, for me, I don't believe prime got anything to do with age, just because it's where you at in your development. Because it's like after your prime becomes your decline. So my whole perspective is like, as long as I'm living, I'm always trying to be in my prime, because when I say I'm past my prime, I'm ready to go into a grave, and that's just not my mindset.
Say that then. So the ladies are saying, in my prime, from a lady's point of view, because again, we know that we got different brains. Ladies, we gonna find out today how twisted our brains are in comparison to the male.
Really twisted.
Okay? And I'm listen, and I'm here for y'all. So don't be cussing me out, don't be bashing me, but we here to get the truth today. And we don't be thinking the same, because we have ladies saying that usually your prime means you're ready for commitment. So let's re-ask the question. When do you feel like you're ready for commitment? Because then when I think of in my prime, I'm like, I know my prime out here in these streets, okay? I'm hitting everything. That's how I think guys think. Like, I'm in my prime. I'm fucking 3 bitches a day, 5 to 7 days a week. Listen, this is what I assume about guys. Like, and with a lot of ladies.
Oh, that's what you said. Guys feel like in their prime?
That's what we think that y'all think. But what we're saying is they want to know, does that usually mean you're in commitment? They're saying no. In my prime, they're talking about their physical self and how good they out here ready to knock a nigga out, bench press, or that type of things. They're not really worried about you. Their prime has nothing to do with a woman, it sounds like. So that's a little salty. But, so you're single and you 34.
Right.
So when you gonna be ready?
I feel like, I'm putting my career first. I don't think.
I hate that answer.
No, but that's good. I don't think that. I know that I'm not mature enough to put 100% into my career in my relationship. I know that with
mature enough, ladies.
I know with females, like it takes a lot. It's a lot of taking and giving, and like I said, I'm not mentally at that state where I can be like, I'm focused on my shows, this, that, and the third, and then I know I still gotta go home, I still gotta please her, I still gotta, keep up the upkeep in my home. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't think you can pull that off?
I feel like if I get my career in order first, I think, just my personal opinion, everything else is gonna come after that. I get my career, I land a big gig. Now I'm more comfortable at home.
So let me ask you this, and I'm only saying this because, ladies, so then we get, you a gold digger, you're this, you only after me because of the fame. When you already on top, then it's gonna be you gonna be fighting off a million bitches.
But
where you can't build with a bitch. I'm sorry, ladies, we're not gonna call ourselves bitches today. I ain't gonna call y'all.
No, you can listen. When you get to that point and you're already with somebody you are with that person who was with you when you had nothing. So she knows you. You know her. And I say when I was in a relationship, I say this all the time, like, damn, you can't handle these know nothing chicks now. How you gonna feel when I'm making real money and now you got Hollywood superstars coming at me? So you have to know that individual.
Yeah.
And if you don't know that individual, and that individual can't handle heifers from 32nd and Burke, she ain't gonna be able to handle heifers from Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, ladies, don't be insecure. If your man is starting from the bottom, do not stress him out about chicks. Especially if he got a promising future. Because ladies, you know, we can see the potential. We see some potential in some things, okay? Come on, Carl, give us something. Because you married.
Yeah, I'm married.
So give us some hope, man.
I mean,
It's some hope, bro.
truth be told,
We got none.
the truth be told, like I said, I think it comes, you know, through the process of maturation. Just to be honest, I was a teen parent. I had my youngest son my oldest son when I was 18, fresh out of high school. So, you know, I had my other son right after that by the same woman and everything. But, you know, just through a lot of trials and tribulations I've been through, going to jail, going through a lot. I had the opportunity to come home, and I came home with a different mindset. So, you know, that did it for me.
Okay.
So, like, when I first met my wife, like I was telling her from the rip, you know, like I ain't about wasting no years. And at the time, I was 26 when I met my wife. So, you know, I was still young, but I knew I wasn't trying to go down the same path. Okay, I'm gonna do a relationship thing for a few years, pop another baby out. Next thing you know, what if this don't work? Then I'm still only 30-something. Yeah, I'm only 30-something. And say I meet somebody and she in her 20s and she don't got a kid and she want a kid. I just didn't. I'm like,
just racking them up.
For me, I just wasn't trying to keep going through the cycle. And I just knew where I was and where I was with my faith, and I was just like, look, man, like, I'm not wasting no time. So, you know, if we gonna do this, this is my intentions.
Okay.
So, again, like I said, I think that
intention.
You know, so
I like that, ladies. Are y'all writing this down?
I think that, you know, I think ultimately, again, like I said, it depends on the individual. Like, you know, like Shaq was saying, you focus on the career, you got to invest a lot of time in a relationship, comes with a lot of responsibility. So at the same time, it's like, you gotta respect the man that's being up front and let you know, like, listen, man, I'm really married to my career right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So,
I ain't got it for you.
yeah, you gonna want attention. You gonna want, you know, if I don't text you back, you instantly telling me I'm somewhere with these chicks I'm acting with. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, for me, I just knew I was kind of done playing a lot of games. So I was just like, nah, I'm not stretching. I ain't wasting time.
So before we get the cue, ladies, what have we learned so far is that these men are actually out here being a little honest. Now we're gonna get the cue because I don't know what his. But the reality is, a lot of men do kind of know what they want, and I know from experience and from, you know, just points of reference that sometimes what we want, most of the times, rather, what we want is not what they want, and then we're kind of, because we have somebody saying, you know, they wonder if you, I don't know if they're talking about you in particular, or if you out here leading chicks on now and they think they ready. So I feel like, how do y'all feel about the whole leading on thing?
I don't think that exists.
You let yourself one, sure.
Yeah, I don't think that exists. Like, I talk to people now, like, I know I passed a lot of millennials, like young, you know, millennials, y'all millennials. But I pass a lot of them, so I see young women all the time talk about, you know, I'm in a relationship, pastor and this and that, and I think that this is about to happen. Anytime you're in a position where you keep talking about what you think, you're making assumptions. So if you're thinking and you're making assumptions, you're investing yourself in something that's not a guarantee. And
I didn't say that.
That's a terrible investment.
I didn't say that.
So I think that, you know, again, like, when people start to deal with each other, people need to be clear. Like, what are your intentions? What's my intentions? Are we dating? What a purpose? If this dating, or what are we doing? And I think that people just, this generation particularly, miscalculate everything. We text every day. That means this is something. Right.
We go together. Q, go ahead with your answer before I get us on topic.
My answer to that question is about, so I feel like the reason why I'm single is because a little bit of what he's saying is about, you know, he trying to chase a goal, chase a dream. I'm single because while I'm out there chasing a goal and a dream, if I got a print shop, why you not right there next to me printing with me? But you worrying about the time I'm spending with you, but you're not really in the trenches with me
You really
building
wasn't
this
with me
future.
shooting in the gym.
Right, yeah, you're not shooting with me in the gym. But also, on the same flip side, I do feel like busy men do finesse the fact that they busy so they can play out the streets though.
Yeah.
So
That's how we get bad reps though.
I mean,
So wait, so
but
you're
it's-
saying that men that are busy, they be pretending that they busy?
No, it's men out there that is busy.
Right.
He's saying that it's finessing chicks.
To find loopholes.
Right, to
And,
get
and,
through.
and then you
Right,
have other
right,
dudes
right.
that's actually busy.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's sort
The
of
finesse is all different. But you know what I mean? That's why, so I think I'm probably going to be single until I find somebody that's like, yo, I got $5,000, you got $5,000, we gonna buy some bricks. Other than that,
Buy some bricks.
yeah, like houses and
Oh.
stuff, like real major moves and stuff.
Listen, we got we got our first guest. He came through. We're gonna give him a chance to introduce himself. We already live. Let the people know your name, who you are, where you from, if you're single, and how many kids you got. That's what we need to know. That's the status that ladies like to know. Are you single? Move over some.
My name Marvin. I'm from North, but I currently live in Northeast. Work at Newman. It's like a paper mill.
Oh, you ain't gotta tell us where you work, cause they gonna stalk you out.
Two
They'll
boys.
stalk you out.
2 boys, and I'm single.
2 boys. How old your boys?
7 and 2.
Oh, he got brand new
Yeah,
kids.
rush kids.
They got
Brand days.
Listen, ladies, I'm trying to help y'all out because they on here like, is he single?
Do the new ones mean like that? Y'all think the mom's still around? Like that?
Yes.
Yes.
Ladies,
Right.
ladies.
Right, that's what that means.
So Carl was saying, do we think that why do we ask, how old is your kid? Yes, that matters.
So you ask, wait, hold on. So can we ask a question real quick? Like,
Sure. Y'all can ask whatever y'all want.
So hold on, you asked us like what age do we mature? So like what age do the kid gotta be that y'all think the mother is totally out of the picture?
Ooh. Ladies, answer, please. Ladies, y'all gotta come on. They wanna know
The kid gotta be 5 or
how old.
something.
I'll say 5. And you know why I say that? And it's so crazy. And I'm gonna speak on both Sam. I'm gonna speak. Clearly, I can't speak like a man because we got men here. It really does. But as a fellow baby mama, it don't matter. Because if you still want me, my kid's gonna be 15, and guess what? Them dreams don't come, baby. And it's just like, it's really just a thing, but as a security, like a level of security. And ladies, I want you guys to answer as well. So they got somebody, they said 13.
Damn!
And they said age 5 to 6. And
It's up and Facebook
3.
says 5 and up.
5 and up. I think 5 is a safe zone. And I'm talking about the kid gotta be 5 and you ain't been with her since a baby.
That's a bad thought process because you already assuming that this dude is
Right.
dealing with his shorty.
Right.
I mean, because then,
negative shit.
you know what's the difference?
Yeah, it's already from the
But
beginning.
this the double standard. This
I
is
thought that 'cause I was
Slap
gonna go there.
saying though how twisted y'all mind be compared to ours. Because in the same vein on social media, baby fathers getting dogged all the time about never being there.
Right.
So now we gotta assume y'all saying that the kid's father wasn't with these girls from the jump when they had the baby.
Right.
Now the baby gotta be 5 till the feelings went away. But
So ladies, y'all better hurry up and answer.
What is it?
My thought process behind that is number one, the idea of, because basically women are saying that because they know how, most women that usually have kids are the ones with this standard.
Because they still fucking their baby mama.
Right.
I mean, they baby
Because they know. It's just like, well, it took this nigga, I ain't even stopped messing with him until my son was 3. And then it took him 3 years to get over me. He still was calling me when my son was 9.
Which leads to this question though. So why when little Portia is 1 all the way to 6, you still badmouthing the baby dad, but you know you still dealing with the baby dad?
Right.
That's why, and I'm saying this again, and ladies, I ain't trying to speak for y'all, so y'all better come on. But guess what? You know the only baby moms that badmouth baby dads is the ones that still want them.
Right.
The ones that still want them. Because at the end of the day, if I don't want you, and if you don't want me and I don't want you back,
It's like,
then I
yo,
don't care.
you still want me, but you going to say everything bad about
So
it.
that's
Because you don't want me.
That's deep. That's about 70% of social media.
Oh, that's probably 88% of social media.
Right, because Father's Day, we ain't even got Father's Day no more.
No.
Yeah.
At all.
They ain't even our day no more.
And ladies, see, y'all see? They don't even get Father's Day.
3 Father's Day.
Yo.
I ain't never Father's
Just
Day.
Jocelyn, Father's Day special on me. We gonna get these fathers together. Because I don't like that. I don't like that, ladies. And these men are talking from their heart. They all have kids, and they're saying that they don't even do the Father's Day because social media is full of women like, oh well, I'm the mom and the dad. No, you're not. I don't believe in that. How y'all feel about when ladies say that?
They be drawn.
I actually I don't like it.
It's tacky, it's half of you guys, most upstanding, halfway decent women don't speak like that.
Not at all.
No doubt.
Because at the end of the day, that's a reflection of you. Cause we gonna keep it a beat.
You all lay down with him.
Not only did you lay down with him
You had a baby.
multiple times probably, unless you were a product of some type of rape or attack, you laid down with him, let him sleep with you, and nothing you raw, and you had a choice. We live in America. I'm not saying one thing is right or wrong, but there's so many steps prior to having a baby, and this nigga ain't shit. So, ladies, get your shit.
Sometimes
No,
girls
yeah.
be drawn with that also, though, because if you know the dude not shit, what you think a baby gonna change him, make him become
That's
a new person?
some-
So it might be best to take that walk down the apple tree so you can forget
Apple tree.
having all that stress to the rest of
Really,
your life.
because
it's
you're not
one
gonna stress
year.
me out. You stressing yourself out, and then you all on Facebook and Instagram say niggas ain't shit. Well, no, you got 4 kids.
Right, he was
So maybe
actually
you ain't
fine.
shit.
Some of them niggas ain't shit though.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
some
I ain't
niggas
saying
terrible,
some niggas
but
really is
I will
niggas.
also say this though, man. And one thing we gotta be real about is that I say this on both ends though. People have the parents gotta stop equating parenting to finances. You know what I'm saying? Because what eventually happens is that these women feel like, not all of them, please, so don't DM me, y'all gonna be attacking me, don't get my Instagram spam. but like what people do, you start to equate a man's ability to be a father to his child based upon his finances, when there are things that a man can impart into his child that's not about finances. So therefore, if the dad isn't financially where you want him to be, you see what I'm saying? And it's like, I experienced that myself when I transitioned away from the streets and I really got into ministry, and people think pastoring is all this glamorous stuff. No, it's a struggle, because most black folk, especially young black folk, don't even want to believe in church anymore. So, but it's like, coming away from that, being used to being a provider, doing everything, to then now telling my son, Joe, all right, y'all gotta wait, give me a few minutes, like give me a few weeks, like give me a week, hold up, I got y'all. And sometimes seeing, how people's attitudes switch up when you can't do things financially, they take it away from you, but that doesn't mean that the father shouldn't be in the child's life. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when these men ain't providing what these women want at the time, now you don't see the child, but you're robbing the child. Because
So when you was with your old baby mom, you was like in the streets.
yeah.
Was she in the street like she was a drug dealer's girlfriend type of chick? I say that to say,
What's that type of shit?
like, first of all, because there's a type of,
She might watch you or something, so I don't
and
know.
that's cool.
Like,
And listen, I've been there, shorty. Really though, because at the end of the day, there's this. I've experienced that. I'll say, when I was a teenager and I was younger, I dealt my son's dad. He was in the streets and doing this and that, and he went back and forth to jail, and all that was annoying. But I feel like there's a certain type of woman that deals with that. If you the type of, like, just like you saying, you can have a female that's riding with you. Like, I'm trying to get, if my nigga in the streets for a reason, then we gonna try to figure out, like, look, I'm filling out applications, I'm doing your resume for you, all that, because I don't want this. Because I know if you get locked up, I'm not with the shit. But when you got them girls that, oh yeah, I'm getting bags and I'm getting shoes and we driving rental cars every weekend, it's just like, y'all don't got nothing, and then you don't got no lawyer money, and then it's just like, well, what was you doing? So that's what I mean by that. Like, you just a chick that's hyped because he in the streets, but you're not ready for what that come with.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, no, I mean, honestly, like.
We ain't gonna bash your baby mom.
Oh,
We
yeah,
gonna go
no,
there.
no.
I'm gonna bash the rest of the baby
But no,
moms.
but like, if I'm gonna say
We
no,
gonna
like,
say her
but
name.
I'm gonna say no. My kid's mother though, honestly, like, she was, cause I always had like jobs anyway while I still was in the streets doing what I was doing anyway. Just I was just smart enough to make sure I covered myself. Like, but so it was like she was one of the people that would encourage it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
so, it's like she knew I just did what I did. I would do what I do, and I would hold everything down. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, but yeah, so she wasn't that type of person.
So, but we're basically, it sounds like she's not here for the now you don't got no drug dealer money. Cause we have women saying, I want your time and money for my child. There's a lot of women, a lot of mothers that know that I would rather you make only $10 an hour and you can see my child. I'm not bringing my child to no prison. Or, you know what I mean? Or now I gotta take him to your grave site and this and that. If you got it, then you got it. That whole give me money, that's all a part of the bitter baby mama boil point. That's just all one package deal.
But sadly, truth be told though, that's a majority culture.
Mm.
And then when I say majority, we talk anything over 50%. So I'm gonna tell you right now, like I honestly, I've counseled couples, I've counseled people, I've seen this stuff. I've literally shown up on behalf of people to family court. You know what I'm saying? And I've literally seen this. You can't give me money, Like, no, I'm going to make you pay by taking you to court and keep your kid away from you. I've seen the court system literally try to lock people up for just a couple $100 they might have been behind on. You sentence a man to 90 days, you take away from his children. What good is that doing to children?
So any of y'all on child support? No?
I've been there before. I've been and I feel like because like if while you're on child support, they taking a stack or more from you. Like now it's like, yo, I gotta double down and do an extra shift because
How you maintain this?
right, yeah, because once they take it, they just
It's gone.
you gotta figure out what's next when you're home. So
See, my situation was a little different. When I got home from upstate, my baby mom just decided to put me on. I ain't even. When I came home, we wasn't together, so I guess she just thought it was a good idea. And at the time, I'm like, you ain't even giving me a chance to prove myself.
Right.
That just makes sense. And
So did you think that you guys were gonna get back together, or was she doing it like in a malicious
she
thing?
left me when I was in jail. So,
Oh, okay.
So that was
So
done.
she
But
said, "Fuck you."
you
Here's
hit me
my
with something else when I come home. So I'm like,
can I ask a question though? What's up with self-sufficiency as a woman too?
Ladies,
yo,
ask them. Say it again,
it
Kim.
don't exist.
What's up with self-sufficiency?
It does. It does. It
It don't
does.
seem like
It's
it.
so Hold on.
exists. It really exists because, like my man was saying about the young kids. These kids is having kids.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. You got a mom that's 21, and her daughter, she can go out and party with her daughter. They don't know what it's really like to become a parent. They are like raising sisters. This is my
Yeah.
sister.
That's
you
my
know what I'm
friend.
saying? This is my friend. Whereas though, no, you need to respect that. You need to respect your mother. You need to be afraid of your mother. Now I'm 34 and I still got fear of my parents. I don't even. I might say damn. You know what I'm saying? And shit might slip out. And my papa's a pastor as well. You know what I'm saying? So I still got that respect for my folks. These kids that's coming up now, we have kids raising kids. So what you said, they don't know nothing about that. They don't know anything about that.
So the ladies is going ham on here, and I'm gonna speak as well. They said self-sufficient, my ass. You help make them help provide. I agree. However, self-sufficiency
Is all that
is
paper going
all
to the
that.
baby?
Right.
Yeah, that's
We gonna get to that.
That's
Stop.
right.
They definitely want to know where the money goes. But as far as that, I will say, as I don't consider myself a single mother. I think we had this conversation prior to. I don't get into the I'm a single mom. I'm married, but my kids got dads. They do for them how they supposed to do, and whatever that's called that's what that's called. But at the same time, I'm not. You're not. If we don't live in the same house, you are not responsible to pay my gas, my electric, my water. It just don't work like that, ladies. And you got these men here saying the same thing, and I'm gonna say it as one of you. I got 2 different kids, 2 different fathers, ex-husbands, all that. But at the same time, you're not responsible to pay my bills. Now you're responsible if when school clothes come around, and you can cut a check. It could be a regular check too, and I'll use it for that electric. That would be nice. Or if you send it and I already paid the electric, then I probably will use it for some gas in my car or to go out this weekend because the shit is paid. So y'all can address the where does the money go. I ain't never put none of my kids' fathers on child support, so I don't know how that works. It sounds like it's lit because y'all just get money auto drafted. But at the same time, I feel like as long as, and ladies, like I said, don't bash me. Just like Pastor Carl saying, don't get in my DMs talking shit because I can stand on mine, okay? But I feel like you're just as responsible. But at the same time, if you guys are not in the same household, those bills and that rent is not their responsibility. Now you could have figured it out.
Especially if he's a piece of shit ass nigga.
Cause it's your fault, dummy. You been dummy.
But also, like, you know, especially when a father still do for his, but got his own too.
Right.
Like, that mean the kid can come live here, but you want to use the child as a pawn to keep him on the move.
Cause that's where I was at with it.
So like, yo, he got gas and got electric somewhere else.
You can't pay yours, the baby. I should say you that. I'm gonna give you guys this story.
Yeah,
real quick.
That nigga that she let lay up over there.
And he ain't paying.
Ooh, they getting y'all together. Like, they fucking y'all together.
Drinking all the Capri
Drinking all.
Oh, he got his ass whipped, dog.
No, I really, so ladies, I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. When I got divorced from my youngest son's husband, from my youngest son's father, my ex-husband, originally separated, I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe I should consider child support. Not in a malicious manner, but it's just like, okay, this is happening. I believed that those were the, you know, proper channels. I went down to the lawyer, and the lawyer told me to my face, as a woman with another child, well, there's a possibility that he could get child support for you and take the child from you. Because if you're going to go down to this place and say, I can't afford to take care of my child by myself, and he got his own situation,
Oh, you got that.
but, like, whether it's good or bad, whether it's better than yours or whatever, so it's just like, ladies, y'all gotta be careful. Because I thought, I was like, ooh, he kind of worked under the table, and he might get me because I got pay stubs. So I was like, he gonna take my baby, and I'm gonna have to pay him?
Yeah.
They was like, he could get you for spousal support, child support, and custody of the child. I said, okay, well, skip it, never mind. And we didn't get divorced till 4 years later when he paid for it. But it was just like, so ladies, they want to know, not only y'all out here bitching and moaning about the child support, and this is something that I would like to think is more of a stereotype, but it's not, because y'all all fucking somebody. Somebody's getting them yams, somebody's sleeping over, somebody's watching your cable, eating your food,
Right.
and drinking juice, and cooking eggs naked. It happens every day. Taking man to the park and shit.
I want to keep the peace, man, in my situation. Shout out to my big mom. She married and all
Yeah,
that.
right.
Look, shout out to my baby. Y'all better shout your big moms out. Everybody start cleaning up.
Believe me, now it's actually pretty good.
That's good. So y'all all got no baby mama beef. You got baby
I
mama
don't
beef.
got big money.
Q, I want to ask you, because I know some other people was wondering. You said that you got 2 kids, and they both 3. It sounds like a Drake lyric to me a little bit. How that work? Just a real quick, brief synopsis. Just because
They got 2 different moms, and they like what?
5 days apart.
No, they like 90 days apart.
He's putting fires out.
Right. Listen, because he's a hot commodity in these streets. I'm just saying.
Chicken nugget.
They like, he got money.
It happened though, because I mean, look, then you could ask the same women the same question. How many partners they had in 90 days?
Don't ask me. Say no.
That's real, right?
I'm just saying, because I'm celibate, violent, so I was like, no, I'm not.
No, they gonna lie. They just gonna say they got 3 people all together
Yeah,
for
right.
9 years.
Right.
So we have a woman saying that, based on what we were talking about as far as the child support and everybody has their own, like she's saying, we'll split everything, then time and schedule.
Perfect.
They win.
That's fair.
I would love to know by a show of hands, guys, how would you really feel if the nigga like, I don't gotta give you nothing, but I get my kid Monday through Friday, or you know what I mean? You get it for the first 2 weeks, I get it for the second 2
But
weeks.
you know, and that's split custody. And most,
Yep.
but more times than not, women.
They don't wanna do that.
No offense, y'all, no attack, because they call you misogyny, they do all kinds of stuff when you make sense. But literally, yo, like when you sit there trying to take them for joint custody, that 50-50, they know they ain't getting the check out of it, then it's like, no.
It's a problem.
But then it's like, so ladies, why? Because they're saying that none of these men are saying that they have a problem with that.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, I
it's,
figured, you know,
it's less of us than
because-
more of them, though.
Right.
You
But
know,
it's
more
not.
men that don't do.
So let me ask
what
you
they're
this. Let me
supposed
say this, and ladies, you can tell me if you agree.
Right.
I feel like,
to do. Right.
honestly, so many men, and I'm gonna say this as a woman, guys, y'all kind of let these ladies bully y'all, or let them threaten you with child support.
Anyway.
Really, because it's just like you kind of have a false misconception that they got you by the balls that they don't.
Yeah, I was about to say, it depends on what you believe in. My thing is, I don't want the drama. So
Right, yeah, that's how I feel.
as much as I can avoid
But
drama,
I feel like if you just be, and I just feel like just be stern, just be a man like yo,
No, but what I'm saying is,
Shaniqua, we ain't doing this.
there's limits to it.
No,
There's
truthfully, but
limits to
truthfully
it.
though, they do got you though. When you get within them courts, and then
Right.
then we talk about the majority of people situation, like we on our feet. Every man ain't on their feet. So some of these people living with their folk. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not financially stable. And everybody ain't got no money to have.
But what about what the lawyer told me?
But that's
Q,
what-
you a
that's
firefighter.
what-
No, but seriously, realistically speaking, if your baby mom work somewhere and she make $11 and you work somewhere where you make $25 and you got your own house and she lives with her parents,
You just
No, that's why I said with the majority of situations, you got these boys that be trapping on the block. They ain't making really no money. They just out there.
But that's
And they
another
saying-
underlying
but,
issue.
but that's what I'm saying. We speaking to majority, so it's like majority of them can get bullied because A, they don't even really want to deal with no courts. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
B,
number
they
one.
definitely ain't got a lawyer.
I told my
A lot of courts got to raise your family. Yeah, so why-
Yeah, they telling me I just picked a good group of guys.
Yeah.
See, look,
Nah, yeah, because
Well, that's a good thing.
I,
That's a good
but if
thing.
you go try to
They
get
don't
me
think
child
good
support,
groups
I'm
of
gonna
guys
try to get
exist.
Right.
So I'm going to just.
So they said if you're not stable, then you should get your kids more because you don't got shit else to do.
If you not stable,
Yeah.
Somebody said the system is 95% in favor for the woman.
women.
Agreed.
It is.
By far.
But like I said, a lot of this
Maybe
won't go.
96.
You say you
96,
avoid the drama, and that is 95% of the reason. Stop avoiding the drama. It's not when you
it depends. You
think it's not worth it because you have an idea. Like it's a
But I don't
mindset.
really get hit with child support.
I'm just saying, but I'm talking to the fellas that's out here that ain't on your feet like these good brothers that I selected.
To show you how the courts really don't care about the children, that money that's leaving from you don't even touch the court. The
Right.
court's goal is for you to default so that they can send you to jail, basically for sitting there not paying, not fulfilling obligation. You know what I'm saying? So they striking you, hitting you 90-day hits and everything else. You keep going to jail. You're not in your child's life. You can't
At
come back
all.
to no.
now
sustainable
he
employment.
in the
Right.
game.
Yeah,
now he robbing somebody.
It's never about the kids. It's never,
Ladies,
so we need to realize.
What have we learned? Chill with the child support shit. You're
Chill
better
with the
off
child support.
going to that man just like you did on your first date, just like you did when you slogged him off, just like you did when he gave you the good loving. Come on with the child support. Let's alleviate that. Next question. What's wifey material? Because that's what they want to know, man. They trying to get drafted, okay? These ladies are trying to get drafted. Now you married, so you better say exactly what your wife is, because I know she's watching. But everybody else, y'all can be a little bit more flexible. I ain't gonna say honest, because I'm sure he's gonna give a really, really positive, professional answer. But you could go if you, I mean, because you pondering, my brother.
I think wifey material is something that a girl matures into. So like, you can't just think like, all right, I'm gonna wife you, and she gonna automatically start doing laundry, cooking, and making. I'm not saying that they roles that she has to do, but you're not gonna marry her and then she's just gonna start assuming those things. So if she the type to show you that, oh, while you out working and she decides she's gonna do the laundry, fold your clothes, or, you know what I mean, press them up real good, that's somebody that you do look at like, damn, cool. She worried if I'm hungry, if I'm eating at work, that's somebody that you will be like, you know what, I'm a wife her. Versus somebody that's like, yo, you take this, take it from you, so you gotta grow to that.
I feel like I never would want to say wifey material. I just feel like, do she have those qualifications of being a grown woman? You know what I'm saying?
What are those?
I was
Fuck
Yo,
that.
can y'all get y'all pens out, ladies?
Fuck that wifey
this
material.
emoji.
Write it down, please.
And it's kind of like a little bit piggybacking off what he said, but I want to get like a little deeper into it. Like in relationships, when you got problems, I need and want that female. When we got a problem, Facebook ain't the first person that she going to. Her
They
girlfriend,
feel that Facebook.
her girlfriend that's single, or her girlfriend that had 3 ain't shit niggas. That I don't want her to go to that person. She can't give you that. She can't give you no advice. Cause I'm not ain't shit type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Keep our problems in house.
Right.
So a lot of women, not a lot, but some women deal with their problems differently. Social media, their girlfriend, they want to smoke, they want to drink all the time. I need to know. All right, I understand when you're upset, we're gonna need our time apart. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when that time apart, when it comes to a close, now listen, can we be can we be civilized and listen, I didn't like this, you ain't like that. Because I always say my girlfriend is what's it called when you going for a job? She's
A recruiter?
no.
Representative?
An interview. She's like going on an interview to be my wife.
Okay, right. Say that then.
To
Say
be my
that.
wife. So if you show me some good qualifications as my girlfriend,
Right.
and then now when I propose to you and we engage and things go higher with your qualifications, then of course she gonna be my wife. I'm not with wifey material. I'm not with it because I don't say wife material. I don't say baby mom. I would never call
Those not
my
two terms
my
you use.
daughter's mom my baby mom.
Right,
I just
yeah,
feel
I
like
like
that's
that.
some slang shit and
Right.
you disrespecting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The mother of your child.
I'm gonna talk about it, but I want Mark to answer.
Yeah, to me, wifey is pretty much, it's like, all right, my definition of it is a woman that pretty much do all the things that you would want a woman to do without you telling her. Like, already qualified and know what she don't. Like, simple things too sometimes, like, woman that ain't constantly exposing themselves on the internet.
Ladies,
Simple things that-
y'all not that
that
cute.
immediately-
Stop. They don't
so-
like that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for you to want to wife a
Right,
chick
right.
that kind. I mean, we gonna enjoy seeing it, but I think a lot of people don't think that the small things can turn you off.
So y'all don't like that. Say it. Let them know. We don't.
Well,
They
at
don't
least
like
I
that.
don't. I mean, it's
Wait, we don't
some-
like
some-
what?
When they being
Certain things. Like,
when they
it's like
exposing
little
themselves on
things,
the
and
internet.
then
I'm
not
not
that.
that. Yo.
Somebody
This-
said,
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't say nothing until nothing.
Yeah, that's why I said.
I'm trying to keep you on the side. Why you
certain
look?
stuff where it's
Ma'am,
like,
you
all
don't
right,
want any issues.
It's
like
the chick
things
that
they
you
say,
dealing
like
with
doing-
though,
yeah,
right?
that's
The
true,
chick
too,
you
yeah.
dealing with.
Like
Right.
doing laundry stuff, the small things. But I like women that you don't at this age. I don't want to feel like I'm training people.
They don't want to train no little dogs,
That's just not.
little puppies.
You mean them ones that then
BuildABitch.com. Nobody wants to do that. So, ladies, I'm gonna let Pastor Carl answer because he is a married man. So I wanted to get the single guy's point of view, but I wanted to kind of highlight on what you said. You're saying basically you're interviewing to be my wife as my girlfriend. So to play devil's advocate with the females, then what exactly? Because then you have we as a collective, then we get, well, don't do wifey shit for a boyfriend, and don't, you know what I mean? Don't be a wife to a boyfriend. He don't really want to do that with you. You're kind of giving too much. So then how do you answer us back for that?
Because see that all goes with your mentality. If your mental, if I'm thinking that this person that I've been dating from 6 months to a year,
Okay.
right? Now a year done moved to a year and a half. Now I kind of know like where this is going to go.
Right.
Right.
I kind of know where this is going to go. Either I'm gonna be committed, still do my shit. Well, I'm gonna be committed or do my shit on the side. If I feel like I'm going
If you committed, then why you doing shit?
no,
No, he was
I gave
saying-
two. No, I'm saying committed
Or
or do my
up.
shit on the side. So if I'm gonna be committed, my mentality is different because now as a man, I'm going to show it that okay, now I can just be more than just a boyfriend. Just come home at a certain time. Like now we don't even live together, but I can show you that I can come take the trash out. We don't live together, but when it's snowing outside, you need your car shoveled out, babe. It's gonna take me a minute, but I get
You
there.
start seeing right there where
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
So they
those are the
still
qualifications
get what
from a man's point of view. And when we would look from a woman, like you said, laundry. I don't gotta ask you. When I wake up in the morning after we hung over, she already making breakfast. You know what I mean? It's not that I expect you to do that. I don't expect you to do that. But when you do that, I'm like, oh shit, I know fucking right. I know Rashida not doing that. Rashida not doing that shit. Rashida rolling up ready to smoke some hookah. Nah, that's not who I want.
They don't like hookah either.
hello.
I don't fuck with the hookah shit.
Look.
Stop listening. Wait, what you say before
Stop
he
listening
answers?
to shorties that ain't got no relationship that's going somewhere also. You taking advice from somebody that's sitting in the same boat as you. Go ask a wife of 30 years how you get your husband, how you kept him.
And they won't never meet them because they not on that level.
Right.
And if it happens, it might happen by mistake. And if she want to turn her life around, then she might listen to that older woman's conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
'Cause
She ain't
sometimes
talking
they
about
be
Cardi
like-
B or some other shit.
Don't be hating on Cardi.
Ain't nothing wrong with
But
Cardi. But I'm
sometimes,
saying.
even if you do have a woman like that in your life, until we're at a place where we're ready to live like that, I don't want to hear what you're saying, Miss Antoinette, or whatever your damn name is, because I'm not there yet. So it is a mentality that you just have to get to. And come on, give us some word.
All right, man.
Get a ladies, man.
I mean-
Yo, they getting us together, but
If I could take it on a different spin, more on the spiritual aspect though, because I hear a lot of physical, tangible things. I feel like first and foremost, and I say this to every
person that I come across, especially in my churches, everybody got relationships. But when you start dealing with things like marriage, you got to understand, what are we getting married for in the first place? You know what I'm saying? And I think that many people don't think about the spiritual implications that marriage has. Like, marriage is really was instituted to honor God. You get married to honor God. So I think that, like, people need to focus back on what's your spiritual foundation, what's my spiritual foundation, because ultimately that's what really makes an individual in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because everything else is like circumstantial. Okay, so if you meet in my qualifications, if you bring the trash out, or if you cooking me breakfast, what happens when you stop? Now suddenly, do I not want to be married anymore? You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, I feel like, you know, what does your spiritual foundation look like? Because we coming together, my idea of marriage may not look like yours. You see what I'm saying? If it's about your beauty for the moment, then you can stop being fine to me, and I'm going to chase after somebody else to look good too. You see what I'm saying? So I think that when we start making these declarations about what's wife material, I think it goes back to, like, okay, what do God say about a wife? What do God say about a husband? You know what I'm saying? What does that look like? And I think that when we start looking at that, it takes us beyond, you know, our Eurocentric view or a Western view of what America has made marriage look like to us. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we'll base that off the examples we had around us. So if you learn from what a father, what a husband looked like based upon what your dad looked like, then all that might mean is, hey, I'm paying the bills in the house, just have my chicken ready when I get home, and that's all I do. You see what I'm saying? But I could be lacking in a lot of areas where I'm supposed to support you emotionally, morally, you know what I'm saying, forgive you, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, you know, I'm just saying, it's like, at the end of the day, like, marriage gotta be, for me, it gotta be deeper than just what we see on the surface. Because without that, everything else can fade away.
Because once you start going crazy, or you, that's what I was gonna say. How deep is
taking out the trash is like, look, I care enough about my lady that I don't even want her touching this.
Especially
I'm not dismissing that at all. But I'm just saying, like, again, when we start talking marriage, like, that's a covenant. Yeah. Marriage means, like, yo, this forever. And also, when we say we married, we got going to the church, the mosque, wherever you're going, and you getting married, you make that confession before God. So therefore, some way, somehow, God should be the standard. Like, so instead of us finding these gray areas to argue about, that's why I believe, like, people that should share the same faith should get married. Because it's like, now instead of me arguing that I'm right, you wrong, we can drop this book out here, and you know, my wife is shut
marriage involves compromise. They want to know, do any of y'all got friends, brothers, or anything that's thinking the same way?
But I think like religion sometimes people is like phasing out. People not really taking that. They taking that with a grain of salt nowadays, because for every book in the Bible is another verse that's going to contradict what they just saying. So you can't really just be like, all right, based off the Bible covenant, this is the definition of how.
Now y'all know I was a little weird.
Well, I think. Well, and to your point though, I think it depends on. I think to your point, it depends on where you're being taught and who's interpreting it. Because see, many people that try to read the Bible for themselves, read it out of context, don't know what they're talking about, and misappropriate scriptures to where it don't apply. You know what I'm saying?
The same way the first person.
They gonna talk about the Bible after Talk to Me Tuesday. So basically, and ladies, I think that this answered one of y'all, because I will say, guys, that my most asked question from my DMs, my text messages, my comments, everything was, what makes a man commit? And I feel like each of you guys touched on it based on the wifey material question, so they kind of went hand in hand. But what is your, like, one sentence answer?
Oh shit!
I know I got my own, but I'm not a man.
I'm gonna try to make it one sentence, but I know it's not gonna work. When you can get rid of, when a man can get rid of all his options, I feel like when you have options as a man, like I know I got this one chick that was gonna do everything for me, and I got these options. My options will let me take that one chick for granted. If I got rid of all my options and took all my focus off A, B, and C and put it on that number one, right? He would have no problem with being 100% committed.
But wouldn't he would be committed to have to want to get rid of the option?
No. He don't gotta committed to get rid of them. No.
Like the man is, I want
as a man, I'm not committed to my.
Okay, y'all answer I don't know.
As a man, I'm not committed to them options. I just got them. I know on Tuesday, if such and such ain't coming on Tuesday, then I can call a chick that I used to talk to on Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday can come on Tuesday. So I'm not committed. I just know what I got on certain days.
But when do you run out of options? I feel like the options are always there.
No, not with these
I don't
young
know
girls
shit. Let me
giving it
stop.
up like this so easy. If you a man out here in the streets, you always got options. And same as for females, you always got options. If you get rid of all your options and you focus on that one, if you focus on that one, he will be committed. They will be in a happily marriage because you have nothing to get your focus off your wife. You have nothing to get your focus off that. You don't have nothing like, oh damn, well, Shorty did do this better. Nah. I know I've been around a lot of freaky Jones. I know if my wife might not be the freakiest chick ever, but that shouldn't make me not want to marry her. Mm-hmm. In my 20s, I was like, man, if she don't have a threesome with me, I ain't marrying her. Yeah. That's why I said my mentality was different then. My mentality was like, oh, wait, she need to be a super freak. Now it's different. I need to have that one person that's solid where she loves me. We got good trust and communication. I could work with almost anything.
What was those three?
Trust, communication. What was the other thing I said? I think lovely. She lovely.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
What about you? What will make you commit?
Me, trust is a big thing because it's
These
crazy.
hoes ain't loyal.
Yeah, basically, it's real crazy. So,
They not.
I mean, and I ain't even been loyal a lot. So,
Right.
I mean, once I get to the point basically where I'm ready to really fully commit to the point where I'm done with all of it.
But what gets you there? It's just I got my own answer. Go ahead.
Pretty much everything we was talking about, and then my problem is once you get there, you know you're there already. You know the person, like he said, you already know who it is that's more important than the rest. But to me, it's a comfortability thing. Once you really just gotta know you're comfortable because I'm not giving my all for it to be a mistake, basically. So I'm used
Mistakes
to.
happen.
Yeah, I don't got time for that.
They gonna happen regardless. People get married, killed.
We love
My thing is I've done so much that once it gets to the point where you're ready to actually not do nothing. You know,
you done so much bad.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
And I got my corner, gave my corner back. Once you get to the point where you know, like.
Oh, that's why you said comfortable.
Yeah, once you know, like you already know who you take the lead.
It's hard
because you gotta.
You've been a dog 15 years of your life, and then you really meet the one. You be like, oh,
and
she
then
might
when he
fucking
said,
play me.
Right,
She might play me. Like,
I've
it's
heard
gonna
that.
happen now.
People are afraid of their karma.
Yeah, it's around this time, right? Yeah. So.
What about you, Carl?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. I think that what they're saying is true, but I also think it comes down to the man. I think ultimately because like I've seen women give they all, be the end all be all to these men, and then I see men that are just not ready.
He wasn't ready. That was my answer.
That's really, I'm about to say, it's really play games. So I think it really comes down to like kind of like what we talking about, just about just maturity and everything else. Because I'm gonna be honest. I know there's women out here that's just doing them almost at the frequency that men is too as well. But I definitely think, but just from the makeup of individuals, like women emotionally are much better suited. If that man is reciprocating that same kind of love and energy to be like, to hell with everything else. I'll focus on this. You know what I'm saying? It do fall on us. Like, okay, am I gonna drop the ball in this situation or not? You know what I'm saying? So I think it comes down to the man. Like if you're mature,
I just think when you're able to look past people's flaws to the point that they don't keep committing them same things, and I think that's when you can possibly find somebody to commit to. Like, all right, you cheated once, all right, but you never do it again, and you can accept that and move on, then you might have a good relationship.
so y'all can take.
That was going to be my question. That was going to be my final question before we got.
cheat women back?
That's what I really want to know.
I can't.
I mean,
can't do it.
dogs
Wait,
only allow
is
the
my-
dogs, so like you.
I can't do it. Nah.
You can't.
if she ain't
My
gave
question
if she gave him
is-
head, no.
But my question is, if y'all doing
She
it,
gave him head, no.
if y'all
That's
do
valid.
it, why is it okay for us to take y'all
I don't know.
back?
We just not
And
equipped.
They not.
You
And I wanted to
can't
ask
take
them this, guys,
Y'all
because
built
it is
different.
a double standard.
Not just that, yeah.
we
our fault. I mean, look,
Listen,
we women start begging and all that. They ready to take
women,
it back.
women are the most strongest creatures on earth, mentally and physically. Y'all can have babies, we couldn't. Y'all go through periods, we couldn't deal with none of that shit. And y'all, when it comes down to cheating, y'all would take us back, right? It would take some
AKA
time.
dumb as shit.
It would take some time. It's just like I think the way women love is so hard and it's so deep. It take us such a long time to get to. You know, I know me. It would take me a long time to get to. But like I said, if she cheat on me, 9 times out of 10, right? She cheated on me because it's probably something that I was doing, right? I probably drove her to that. But I ain't drive you to suck no dick. And if you suck a nigga dick, you cannot, I can't come back from
So
it.
what about sex and sex? Because that's just like
No,
saying, all right, I'm
when they comfortable, they gotta be comfortable with you. That means
because I'm probably not sucking your dick anyway. I done went to 13 lunch dates, but I ain't sucking your dick.
Sometimes it's comfortable, and then sometimes it's like, you know what? Some girls get that payback sex. I know he fucked this girl, or this nigga been in my DM. I've been swerving for a minute, but I'm gonna give him some. That's that. I can block him after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got those ones who are comfortable. That means they've
Like,
been
I
there.
like him
And
too.
then
That's why I'm sucking his dick.
Well,
And honestly,
stay with that nigga.
look, I'm done. Because honestly, if I suck
back.
this dick, I don't want to be with you no more anyway.
Yeah, cause
I'm just here to get half my bills.
Sex is crazy, but going down on him, I think that's just so.
Well, you know what? So ladies, if you agree, I'm not gonna lay it around. Same thing.
Not just that though, but I think.
Don't be out here eating no
I think
pussy.
the whole thing.
See, that's what I'm
I
saying.
say,
The whole thing, man.
At the end of the day, man, like, you know, I don't know. I'm married, so I told my wife, like, you know, only way we get divorced is like we leave into the grave. So like,
Right.
no lie, like, man, like this it can't be nobody like can't even come remotely close to being in touch with me. Cause I don't know, man. Like I feel bad for that person.
Oh God, he gonna kill him.
But no lie. But seriously, like no, like I mean, it depends on circumstances. Like you know, whole relationship and everything else. I don't know if the trust could ever come back when that's it. But if we was going through a rough patch and it happened, you met somebody, whatever the case may be, like there's certain things we had to work through. Because I would expect the same grace. You see what I'm saying? Depending on the circumstances. Now, if I done fell in love with an old person,
Yeah, then you gotta die. Everybody dies.
Yeah, right.
Everybody's dying. If you love her, guess what? Y'all are gonna die.
Because now I gotta talk you out of love with somebody.
And you're not doing that to a woman.
Right.
You're not doing that to a woman at all.
Nah.
Once I love somebody, that shit done fucked
It's
up.
over.
All right, guys. So this show, I told y'all they proved next week.
We need a part 2, and we need to go.
Next week is Act Like a Woman. So we got the women coming through.
I'm
So
definitely
I
back.
want to know real quick, guys, because we only got like 2 minutes left. Your first question, one question that you want me to ask these ladies next week.
Hit me too fast.
I got a question. Why do married women keep side niggas?
Hold on. I ain't gonna answer. These are just questions that I'm putting in the vault. Why do a married woman keep a side nigga? Your wife don't got a side nigga, but go ahead.
No.
He said because he's gonna kill her. In the name of Jesus, he's gonna kill her. What's your question?
Man, that's a good question, man. Pass it back to me later.
Why are so many women afraid to experiment more in the bedroom?
Y'all out here being pillow princesses? Come on now. I'm gonna have a whole nother show on that.
Sister Mary Faith.
Come on. Kim?
Do you want real or do you just want attention?
They get y'all together.
They want attention.
Do you want real or do you want attention?
All right, I'll say this. My question is, why do relationships matter so much to women?
Ooh.
Because women, I see women throw their whole life off track. Just because of the relationship.
So those are the questions that these men got for y'all. Make sure that you guys
That's a good question.
are following all of our guests.
Whole mood, they mad.
I'm gonna tag them in the show. Make sure you guys are following all the guests. Make sure y'all following Pastor Carl. What is it? Culture Changing Christians. Cool Q. Well, you changed the name now. It's identity _. Slap Rock, make sure y'all tune in each every Wednesday. Was it 8 to 10?
8 to 10.
8 to 10 on the Unfiltered Show, so he talk a whole lot more shit on his show. And Mark, he be on Facebook all the time talking hella shit, so I'm gonna make sure that I tag them. Make sure you guys tune in next week with Act Like a Woman, where I got 4 other amazing guests. And who knows, we might put all these people together. So
Ooh.
in April, we
That
might
gotta
get
be
it
2
real
hours.
lit.
That gotta
It
be
will
2
be
hours.
2 hours. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Love you guys. Good night.